Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews, from the Magic Hat Brewery out of South Burlington, Vermont. This is their Seance Saison. It's new for 2013. Comes in a mix pack, which includes one other new beer called the Deballed, as well as their traditional number 9 and their HIPA. The ABV on this is 4.4% ABV. So as usual, Magic Hat is well known for its real fascinating sort of psychedelic style of artwork, and so I'd like to show that off. Magic Hat does have that reputation. So I'm going to get right into this right away and see what it's like. I'm sitting here out in a nice pleasant day. I've got my jacket on, so even though it's still officially summer for another couple of weeks, definitely it doesn't feel like that today. It feels more like fall today here in September, so let's give it a pour. I do like the dark color on this. There you go. Pouring well. Almost get the entire thing in there. Probably could if I really want to try. There, right down to the very last drop. Okie dokie. I don't think I could put this anywhere if you could easily see it, so. Anyway, first of all, taking a look at the color on this, I mean, it's really, really dark. Dark brown, though. It's not a dark black. It may look black in the camera, but it's definitely more of a dark brown with a, you know, a modest little off-white head on here. And just the slightest hint of maybe a little lighter golden tone around the very edge of the glass if it's held up to the light just right, but for the most part, a very dark brown. Aroma. Well, first of all, they brew this with 6 different malts, and they use 2 hops in this. The aroma has a nice earthy, malty sensation. I mean, obviously malts with all those malts in it. So I'm getting a nice bit of earth and a nice bit of smoke as well, just the slightest bit of smoke. It's more of an earth, vanilla slash chocolate, you know, sweetish flavor like that, and earthy, maybe a hint of molasses, a slight bit of smoke. Check out the taste. Body wise, well, the body is fairly smooth. It falls into the medium range. I am getting that touch of fruit, the dark fruit, maybe a red grape flavor as well, which I didn't quite pick up on the nose, but it does have a tart start. Has a bit of a slightly tart start to kick it off. Then it's sort of the malts sort of blend their way in and sort of take it over. So you get this quick bite at the beginning, sort of backwards, you see. You get this quick bite at the beginning, and then suddenly it becomes smooth and malty and kind of sweetish, you know, and then there's just a really low bitterness at the end. Fairly easy to drink, not very difficult to drink, I'd say. But it's a character that's very interesting. Again, I'm getting more of the dark fruits on the taste, and I really didn't notice it on the nose, as I said. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, a roasted thing as well. So it's definitely a fascinating beer from Magic Hat, and I mean, they're always willing to sort of push the envelope a bit, I think, in some of their experiments. And you know, I don't mind Magic Hat brews, but I don't buy them all that often. But I do pick them up from time to time if there's a new one out there worth trying. But this isn't a bad beer, so give me a moment or so. I'll try to finish it off and maybe give you a final verdict on this. Okay, let's finish off this last sip and see how the finale is. All done. Now, what happened with this beer was that the way it started out had this kind of, like I said, kind of a tart start, and then smooth, you know, malty flavors in there. But as it went along, it did warm up a little bit, but the tart character took over a little more. As each sip progressed, I was getting tart then tartar, then even more tartar. I don't know if tartar is a word other than tartar sauce, but tart, more tart, and very tart. That might be a good way to describe it. So as I went along, and it is causing me to burp a little bit, so there's a good amount of carbonation going on. As it went along, it just kind of seemed to get a little more tart into the sour side a bit more, which to me tends to fall more into a saison than what I was getting at the start. But that's my opinion. Other people may have difference, but that's the way I look at it. So, but other than that, it finished pretty well. It wasn't a bad beer. I mean, I enjoyed it to the end, and you know, it definitely had a unique flavor going on. So that's not too bad at all. So that's another one. That's it for now. And this is the Magic Hat Seance. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.